Hey friends, so here's a quick review about intersecting chords with an angle measure. All right, so if two secants or chords intersect inside our circle, then the measure of each angle is half the sum of the measure of its intercepted arcs. Okay, in basic terms, all that means is if we have two segments that cross inside of our circle, we're going to add their two intercepting arc measures and then divide by 2. All right, that's the half of the sum part. So if you look at this example that I just highlighted on, I have this 175-degree arc right here. That is the intercepted arc that corresponds to my missing angle, the angle that I'm trying to find. So I'm going to add the 175 plus this other arc right here, and then divide that sum by 2. So I have 175 plus 55 and then divided by 2 to find my angle measure, my little question mark, okay? So I'm going to plug that into my calculator. 175 plus 55 gives me 230, and so all I have to do is take that sum, divide it by 2. So my question mark is 115 degrees. Here is another example for intersecting chords, except instead of solving for the angle, we're now solving for the arc measure, okay? We can still use the same formula. However, instead of plugging into arc measures, I'm going to use a variable. All right, so my first intersecting arc is the 60-degree arc right there. In my formula, I'm going to have 60 plus, and then my unknown arc is this one right here, this question mark. So I'm going to put an X in its place. And all of that is being divided by 2 and set equal to our angle measure. We are given an angle measure this time. It's the 120 degrees that's on the inside of our circle. So I'm going to say equals 120. And now I'm going to solve for my X. When you start with your variable in the numerator of your fraction, the top of your fraction, you have to get rid of that denominator before you can do anything to cancel out what's around the variable. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 because that will cancel out my denominator. And then on this side, it keeps my equation balanced. Remember, whatever you do on one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other. So I can bring down the 60 plus x on the left. And then on the right, I'm going to do 120 times 2 in my calculator, which gives me 240. And now all I have to do is isolate my variable. That is 60 plus x. So in order to cancel it out, I'm going to subtract 60 from both sides of my equal sign. Bring down your x, and 240 minus 60 is 180. So this question mark is 180 degrees. Hope this helps.